They are the ones we trust to keep our children safe. But what happens when time runs out and hope is almost lost? These near misses, from risky night rescues to tense moments caught on film, serve as a powerful reminder of the delicate nature of life. Here are 4 stories of children saved in the final moments where every second counted. Let's begin with a dramatic rescue that had everyone holding their breath until the very last second. Case 1. Near Jacksonville, Florida, a worried mother dialed 911 to report that her child had wandered away. This was not your ordinary day because it has suddenly changed into a life or death situation. But did the child make it safe and sound? Let's find out.
Where's the baby at? Where's the baby?
Officer MIAA Sanderson was dispatched to the scene to help find the missing child. The atmosphere was already tense. The mother, filled with panic, struggled to explain where her child had gone. "Where's the baby?" Sanderson asked urgently, looking all around the area.
Where? 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 Where is he at?
As seconds ticked by, reality sank in. The child had somehow found their way into the nearby water. The baby was underwater, with no one making a move to rescue the child. Officer Sanderson, even though she was stressed and couldn't swim, chose to act. Her motherly instincts kicked in, and all she cared about was saving the child.
Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Move, I'm getting him.
Without thinking twice, Sanderson ran straight towards the water. The officer, who was fully geared and had no swimming experience, still tried though, risking her life, as she repeated that "I'm getting them," tried to reassure herself that she was going to save the child. After what felt like forever, Sanderson reached the child and pulled him from the water. The child was limp in her arms as she gently laid him on the ground and instantly started CPR.
Can you be mobile? Okay.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
It was a race against time. Sanderson, with no medical background, performed chest compressions, willing the child back to life. Her focus was only on the CPR as she continuously repeated, "Come on, baby," hoping and praying to bring him back to life. At last, like a miracle, the child started to breathe as water poured from his lungs. Everyone felt a huge relief as Sanderson's courage paid off. Despite not knowing how to swim and being weighed down by her gear, she beat the odds and saved the child's life. For her incredible bravery, Officer Sanderson was honored at the Outstanding Law Enforcement Officer Awards. Her story showed her selfless nature because if it wasn't for her, the child wouldn't have made it. An inspiring tale of a woman who defied her own fears to save a life. However, this next case will keep you on the edge and guessing whether this choking child was saved or not, despite all the odds. Case 2. In Pottsville, Arkansas, Officer Cody Hubbard, a recent Academy graduate, was set to face a challenge that training couldn't fully prepare him for. As per the baby's father, Joe Cronister, they had given their child Grady medicine, and then he started choking and his tiny body turned a dangerous shade of purple. And so Joe and his wife Caitlin were in panic mode and frantically called 911.
What's going on?
Catching his breath, but he's labored. He's breathing.
Is he
but it's
breathing?
like he's holding his breath.
Okay.
And they gave him like tummy medicine, Malicon.
Hubbard, who was only 23 years old and had just started the job a month ago, showed up at the location. He later confessed that he was panicking, but there was no room for anxiety. He hurried to the baby and saw the baby's, Grady's, grandma panicked as he held him outside along with others and quickly told Hubbard the issue. You could hear him breathing, but it was labored, like he is holding his breath.
Medicine, Malicon, just a meal and
There we go. There we go. There we go. Come on. You're okay. You're
I
okay.
did that, but he didn't cry for me.
Okay, come on, bud.
With a firm but controlled pat to Grady's back, Hubbard tried to dislodge the drops blocking the baby's airway.
Come on, buddy. There's them eyes. Come on. You okay?
I haven't checked it out.
Yeah, the ambulance is on the way. Okay. What did he get a hold of? What did he take?
It was on
They gave
gas
him
drops.
a meal.
That's right.
So something
Half a
Malicon.
milliliter.
Half a meal.
There we go, buddy. Go ahead and speed it up.
He's been spit.
How old is he?
3 weeks.
Oh, I know. Your tummy hurting? Yeah?
Then he was getting fuzzy.
Tummy hurting?
Love that car too. Oh, those blue lights on it even makes it better. Hi, Bubba. Hi, Grady.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, he's cooling now.
Yeah. You doing okay? Hmm? Oh. There we go. Has he been crying at all?
No,
Okay.
no, and I've been
Beat
you
on him, she beat on him.
Well, good. Him crying. That's good.
Really good. Oh, love you, Mom.
You wanna go to Grandma? Boston 6 Dispatch, I've got the infant 2. No problem.
He continued to pat him, while he also chatted with the family of what the baby took to cause this and how old he was. There was a brief pause before a miracle happened as the liquid medicine came out of the baby's mouth. "Come on, buddy, you're okay," Hubbard said calmly as the baby, Grady, also started to cry, which the grandma told her wasn't doing before as he was choking, but this cry was a sign that he is fine now. The relief was overwhelming, but Hubbard knew his job wasn't done. "We need to have him checked out," he calmly said as an ambulance approached in the distance, its sirens a reminder of the fine line they had just walked between life and tragedy, and it was confirmed that the baby was okay, confirming that Hubbard's quick thinking had saved Grady's life, more like he was given a second chance at life just because of quick action and effort of Hubbard. News of Hubbard's heroism spread quickly through the small town of Pottsville. "As far as we are concerned, Cody's a part of our family now," Joe said with a smile, telling that Grady now calls the officer Uncle Cody. 1 year later, at a ceremony recognizing his bravery, the entire Chronister family stood proudly by his side, a proof of the young officer's incredible actions. "I was just praying this didn't end the way I feared," Hubbard later shared, humbled by the magnitude of the moment. Despite the intensity of the situation, he managed to stay composed, a quality rare even among seasoned officers. Hubbard received an award held by only 18 officers in U.S. history, honoring his quick thinking and courage in saving baby Grady's life. For a rookie barely a year into his career, it was a monumental achievement, one that would forever change both his life and the lives of the Chronister family. However, being a parent didn't stop the next criminal from committing a chilling crime. Case 3. Eric Nardini abducted his 4-year-old daughter, Liliana, promising her mother that she would never be able to see her again. This was not just a typical family dispute, it was every parent's greatest fear. Eric had overstepped a boundary, prompting the authorities to take quick action. It started when 5 hours earlier, Liliana's mother had frantically contacted the police, reporting that Eric had taken their daughter against her will. The court had already granted her full custody, meaning Eric's actions were not only illegal, but deeply alarming. As officers gathered details, they couldn't help but fear the worst. Would Eric follow through on his threat to disappear with Liliana forever? Police immediately launched a search, hoping to find Eric before he left the state or did something worse. With every passing minute, the stakes went higher. What if they were too late? The haunting possibility that Eric could harm Liliana was the only concern on the officers' minds, spurring them to move as quickly as possible as every minute mattered.
Hands! Both hands! Are you alone? Are you alone in the car?
When police finally caught up with Eric's vehicle, they surrounded the car, unsure of Liliana's condition or even if she was still inside. "Hands up," an officer shouted, commanding Eric to comply. Eric, realizing his escape was over, raised his hands and followed their instructions.
There's somebody in the back right. Somebody's in the back right. I see you.
Okay,
in the back
all right. Good, kid. With driver, throw the keys out the window.
Officers cautiously stopped their vehicle at a distance from Eric's, unaware of what was inside. They peered through the car's windows, searching for any sign of Liliana. They continuously asked him if he was alone in the car. It was then one police officer noticed someone was in the back right of the car. Then, to everyone's relief, they spotted her, Liliana, alive but visibly shaken.
Keys out the window. Throw the keys out the window. With your hand, open the door. Outside. Step on out. Step on out. Turn away from me. Turn away.
"Throw the keys out the window," another officer demanded, ensuring that Eric couldn't make a sudden getaway. As Eric stood outside the car, hands raised, the worry of the police still remained high. Though the immediate threat seemed neutralized, the officer's primary concern was still Liliana's safety.
Come on, sweetie. You're okay. Come on, sweetie. You're okay. Come on, sweetie. You're okay.
Okay.
You're okay, sweetie. You're okay. Okay. You're all right.
One in custody.
With Eric detained, officers turned their full attention to Liliana. "Come on, sweetie, you're okay," one officer gently said, doing all she could to comfort the frightened child. Liliana hesitated, but eventually responded to their soothing words. The officers knew how crucial it was to make her feel safe again.
We have the door.
It's okay. I got you, sweetie. Are you hurt? Are you okay?
We saw you coming, and then I was scared.
Oh, well, we're here to help you, okay, babe?
Okay.
"You are okay," they repeated, trying to calm Liliana as much as possible. The young girl, still processing the traumatic event, was still struggling to make sense of what had happened, as she told she was just scared. The officers, while relieved to find her unharmed, knew she would need time and support to recover emotionally from the experience.
We're here to help you, okay, babe?
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get your mom over here. We're gonna take care of you, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Eric was taken into custody, and as the officers continued to reassure Liliana, one officer promised, "We're going to get your mom here." Liliana, quiet and still visibly shaken, clung to the hope of seeing her mother again. The officers, knowing how important that reunion was, quickly arranged for her safe return. While Eric was charged with parental kidnapping, contempt of court, and other possible offenses, Liliana was able to reunite with her mother. The heartfelt reunion of mother and daughter showed how close this case was to a much bleaker outcome. However, in the next case, both the mother and the child are in the death danger zone if they weren't pulled out seconds before, or else they might have not made it. Case 4. On 23 July 2020, a street surveillance camera in Yonkers, New York recorded a typical morning at a busy intersection, which quickly became dangerous and possibly fatal. A mother, Mina, crossed the road cradling her 8-month-old daughter in her arms. Without warning, a vehicle appeared out of nowhere, taking an unexpected turn. The car mounted the curb, barreling straight toward the pair, sending them crashing into a nearby barbershop window. The impact was sudden and brutal. The vehicle slammed into both the mother and her child with such force that it propelled them into the store. Screams were heard through the street as bystanders rushed to help. Mina, injured, lay motionless, while her daughter was nowhere to be seen at first.
4-3 headquarters expedite. We got a baby under the vehicle. Lift it up.
A chilling discovery followed. After the smoke dissipated and the chaos settled, the people discovered that the baby, only 8 months old, was trapped beneath the vehicle, trying to reach her mother lying on the pavement. People began to panic as they tried to understand what had just occurred. Officers who had been getting breakfast next door quickly ran to the scene to help.
4-3 headquarters expedite. We got a baby under the vehicle. Lift it up. Look out. Can you pull? Somebody's got to pull the baby. Somebody's got to pull him out.
"We've got a baby under the car," an officer shouted, his voice full of urgency. Chaos occurred as bystanders and officers coordinated their efforts. "Somebody's got to pull the car up," one yelled. Time was of the essence as the child's fragile body was trapped beneath the heavy vehicle in dire need of rescue.
Come on, kids. Come on. Grab the baby. Come on. I got it. I got the baby. Hold up. Okay, yes.
Several brave bystanders, including the reckless driver himself, rushed to help. Together, they lifted the vehicle just enough to create space to pull the baby out. "Come on, grab the baby," a man urged. Seconds later, an officer gently cradled the infant in his arms, careful not to further injure her. "I got the baby," he exclaimed. The infant had managed to stay alive, but had sustained a fracture to her skull and burns on her shoulder from being pressed against the hot underside of the car. Doctors at the hospital quickly took her in for skin graft surgery to address her burns. On the flip side, Mina was stuck with a severely injured leg. The driver was later found to be drunk, and he admitted to driving under the influence and causing the crash. He was sentenced to 5 to 15 years in prison. Thanks to the quick response from the police and the people present, a disaster was avoided, possibly saving 2 lives.
Pull the baby out. Can you just tell me what you're thinking?
I was just glad that the baby was crying and moving. That's really all I was thinking.
So guys are the heroes of this story.
I think mom and baby just surviving are the heroes.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was an element of luck involved. The 2 officers had been nearby, grabbing breakfast in the store adjacent to the barbershop when the crash occurred. Their swift response and level-headed approach likely saved the lives of both Mina and her daughter. When asked how he felt after pulling the baby from beneath the car, one officer said, "I was just glad the baby was crying and moving. That is really all I was thinking." Though many people called the officers heroes, they deflected the praise. "Mom and the baby survived. Those are the real heroes here," the officer added. Together with the brave people who helped lift the car, the officers were honored for their quick and heroic response to the situation. If you like stories like this, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos.